I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled around, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a bag, I want a way I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. I'll give up everything. Daunting thought. If I could see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go. Don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always destined for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen no many ones that I saw they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started to outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
And like that, we are live. Hey everyone, welcome to another stream of Farming Simulator 22. I am Mick, he is Mac, I believe. Mac, are you still here?
I am.
He is indeed, and he sounds fantastic. Mac got himself a new microphone, and he sounds great. Not that he didn't sound great before, but now we can hear his dulcet tones, and it's exciting. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Thank you all for being here. We've got Amber, we've got Ainsley, we've got PR. All great people, and they are all here to watch us get into some farming shenanigans, so welcome on in, everyone. So I'm going to start off by looking at how much it might cost to buy this field directly next to us here. Field number 52, I guess. Okay, yeah, no, we're not buying that field. That's way too expensive. God, everything.
How much is it?
Field number 14 is 140,000, and we currently have 25. But there's one here for 49,000, so we can probably work towards that, because my thought process was if we can get a field of just straight up grass, then we can be turning it into constant hay bales and silage bales that we can be selling on a relatively constant basis.
Well, if we consolidate, because honestly, there's really no need for 3 full-size tractors.
Yeah.
And if we sell off the John Deeres and, excuse me, replace it with that case that I'm looking at,
Yeah.
that'll net us about 100 grand.
Oh, in that case, yeah, let's do that. Which tractor were you thinking on selling? The 4755 or the smaller John Deere?
The 4755 is more powerful than the 7810, but the Massey Ferguson has the front loader on it.
That's true. Okay. I kind of feel like then, by process of elimination, the 7810 should probably be the one that gets axed, because if the other John Deere is the more powerful one, then that one will probably come in handy if we get ourselves in the
Far
jam.
more useful, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I will take this one over to the store and get it sold. I warned the neighbors in case they hear some more sonic booms coming from my house. Okay, so I hiccuped really loud one time, and now we have to warn the neighbors about it. Also, hi Amber, thank you so much for being here. I see that you're waving at us in chat. It's great to have you here, and we're thankful. Phil, tell your kimono dragon story. First of all, it's Komodo with a D, not an N. But on that note, I am taking the right tractor, yeah. Okay, 7810 is what we're selling, yes. So,
Yep.
The Komodo dragon story, Ainsley and I went to the Toronto Zoo with some family members. I'm just going to turn down the volume of the game here 1 second. It's a little bit loud in my ear holes. Where is the volume button? There it is. Much better. Yeah, so we went to the Toronto Zoo to visit animals, as you do at the zoo. And for years now, the Toronto Zoo has had a Komodo dragon that they... I think it's just the one of them, because from what I understand, they're kind of ordinary and don't get along with other animals, but... very, very excited. I've never actually seen a Komodo dragon. I was being patient because we were there with my nephew and with our nephew, and didn't want to upset the poor lad by rushing him along to see an animal I wanted to see. Patiently wait. Finally get to the Komodo dragon exhibit, and the bugger had died 2 months before we got there. It was the one animal I wanted to see. Mac, you're floating currently.
Well, the icon for the store ain't there for me either, but...
Oh, Jesus. I wonder if that's another, permissions thing.
No, it seems to be working. I just kind of point myself in the direction of the door, and it works.
And off she goes. Okay, so we now have 107,000, and go ahead and buy that case that you were looking at.
Case Farmall 1066 Hydro.
I mean, it sounds fun. Amber, thanks, I'll be glad to go home. It's so effing hot here, and I just had to leave my front door slightly ajar. Yeah, your door needs to get fought. Mighty Cake Pants, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, right, there's a truck here. I was about to ask how I get home, but you came here with a vehicle. Kills for Thrills Gaming is here. Hey, Kills, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Mac just got us a fancy new trailer, and before anyone asks, we have not got dinosaurs yet. Yet. There's a lot of bureaucratic red tape, even in a fictional environment. I don't know what kind of horsepower you have, but I'm trying to help. Q, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. You are bigger than the truck. Well, yeah. Yeah, pandas are sweet. We need to start a revolution. No revolutions are necessary at this point. As you ram Mac. Okay, you know what? Give me 1 second here folks. I've got the Streamlabs CloudBot thing open, and it's confusing seeing two different chats, so I'm going to close one of them because that's getting annoying that they're at different speeds. I saw an image of a dinosaur on the Discord. Well, Q, that is how I'm attempting to make up for the lack of dinosaurs currently on the farm. I thought that'd be a fun way to handle it. You should drag race down the street. Mac, what's your top speed? They want us to drag race.
About 20 miles an hour.
Okay. Well, I might be going a little bit faster than that. Well, I guess at this point, there's not really anything we can do on our farm unless we want to lease another, like, fertilizer spreader and try and fertilize our fields here, but let me check the state of them. MCP, there should be wave. The phone is stupid. Well, yeah, there you go. Amber's trying to wave at Mighty, and it just didn't happen. That's unfortunate because technology is, in fact, very stupid. No, we need... It looks like we've got a bunch of weeds growing in our field, but in my experience, I've never been successful with using a weeder. We're going to try, though. Or do you want to try and get a bit of income coming to us to have, like, go do a contract or two?
I mean, the contracts are what's really going to get the money flowing.
Yeah.
Looks like right now we've got a couple for fertilizing, a couple of nothing jobs for cultivating. Right now, a lot of it's harvesting.
Okay. Well, in that case, why don't we, like, grab a couple contracts here? Like, we can do a harvesting and one of the smaller fertilizing ones.
Right.
Right. How much are we gonna? Really, you're gonna take $500 if we rent your harvesting equipment? That's bullshit. Oh well, big picture.
Oh, we have a harvester.
Oh yes, we do have a harvester and a trailer. In that case, I will take that contract. And you want to start bringing the harvester over there, and then I'll follow behind with the trailer.
All right, that works.
I did not see what field it was. That's probably
field
important.
30 by the looks of it.
30, yeah. And then I will also just accept this fertilizing contract, but we'll borrow the money or the equipment for that because we don't actually have a spreader at the moment. And we'll just get on that after the fact. Right. No, don't take the truck to get it. Fertilizer, they're going to make tractors again. No, we are not made... I mean, we might make things.
Where did you end up? Oh, never mind. I see it. I saw what you did with the header.
Yeah, it's over to the right there. When I get home, I'm going to take a claw hammer to that door. Do it. That would be hilarious. Okay. I guess, yeah, we'll pop the Massey Ferguson on the trailer. Amber, when the door closes, break it with a wall of Sydney Ford. That might be one of the most American statements I've ever heard. If your door is stuck, use plastic explosive. 73 is close. It is close to fast time. So on that note, I will remind everyone in chat here, and if you're watching this after the fact, by all means tell your friends. We are working towards 80 subscribers, and then Mac, Mighty, myself, and Kills for Thrills are going to play some Phasmophobia, bearing in mind that I am a giant wuss, and I'm not confident that I will not crap my pants in the process. Was it Field 30 that was fertilizing, or was that the harvesting?
I think that was the harvesting.
Okay, then yeah, it's just across the street here.
Actually, I think I was doing this last night on my single-player playthrough.
Nice. America! Fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah. I don't know how people in America actually feel about that movie, Team America, but I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
Everybody I've talked to absolutely loves it. I've actually never seen it.
It's, honestly, Mac, if you have absolutely nothing better to do with your time and don't mind watching very silly-looking, like, what is that called when they use the puppets? Marionettes. It's very funny. Like, there's even a sex scene in it that just killed me. Because, like, cartoon sex scenes are already hilarious, and now they're, like, you just imagine the marionettes and, like, their strings and stuff. It's very, very funny. So if you have nothing better to do, that's a good movie to watch. Have I parked in an awkward spot for you to get the header on?
I think I can figure something out.
Okay, in that case... oh yeah, you've got plenty of room there.
Yeah, I'm just going to park it in the middle of the parking lot for the bank over here.
Phil, wear some diapers and you'll be fine. I cannot guarantee that. I also cannot guarantee that I'm not already wearing diapers, because you boys got issues. Ainsley says, I'm going to have to deal with the aftermath of panic. Yes, you will. It's a good thing we're married, because we would be sharing a bed after that. Tempting, but I rent and my little landlady might actually have a heart attack. Yeah, maybe don't scare the bejesus out of your landlady, Amber. Oh my god, I hate my internet with a fiery passion. Get it, Mighty, get it! Oh, anyway, I should probably try and help Mac here. Here, while you make a pass here, I'm gonna go try and rent a fertilizer spreader and get started on this other field that we got a contract for.
That's a fence.
Is it? I was kind of thinking it might be a ramp. I will proceed out of here. Mighty, why do you dislike your internet so much? Is it because it's dog poo? Because that is an experience that many people have. Oh, there you go, Mac. Mighty is going to hold our hand, so it's less scary for us.
So far, my only experience with Phasmophobia was attempting to play on single player, walking into the house and having the ghost whisper in my ear. And that was kind of about when I noped out of there.
Yeah, that's where me personally, I would never do well in like a horror movie, because at the first sign of trouble, I'd be like, all right, I'm out. You guys have fun. I wouldn't be like, oh, the murderer clearly left this note for us. We should follow this even further into the creepy room.
I just shoot him.
Mac, your America is showing. Yeah, Phil, Fear was scary. I only ever played Fear 3, I think. No, I played Fear 1 and 3. And this may sound morbid, but I think one of my favorite things about that game was the rivet gun, where you could like pin the bad guys to the wall. I thought that was just gross and amazing and gross all at once.
No, that was like the that steel rod crossbow in Oh shit! What was it? I'm having an absolute brain fart.
See if you can describe the game to me. I might be able to pick it out for you.
Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Oh, there you go. And Phil chimed in as well. Yeah, Half-Life was the answer. Can I lease that? Oh my god, that's going to be like half the... Oh my goodness. This might be a problem. This contract is calling for us to fertilize that stuff, and to lease the fertilizer spreaders is quite expensive. Oh, we'll make it work. We'll make the money back. My brother's dad literally used to whisper sweet nothings into my mom's ear. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh my god. Barely gonna make any money on this because stupid expenses. Like, oh my god, this is turning it too real. That's such a dad thing to do. Yeah, that is very much a dad thing to do. My dad does some pretty interesting stuff, but I will leave it for him to share because it just doesn't sound right coming from me, some of the goober things that he's gotten up to in his life. Is this not the right side? No, it is not. Was he your dad as well, or stepdad? Oh, that's not a question for me. I mean, it could be, but based on the context, I don't think it was. Okay. Kills, if you are still in chat, I encourage you to look at that list of animals that I shared earlier and decide which one you would like us to purchase on your behalf eventually, and then name either Kills or Gregory or whatever you'd like it to name. Where's the T-Rex enclosure? It is not here yet. You know, I guess they were on back order queue. I couldn't quite get one in time. Okay, Mac, let me know when you're getting close to full, and I'll come over and get the trailer underneath you.
I'm just having trouble driving in a straight line right now.
That happens from time to time. You will take a look. Well, there you go, Kills. Thank you so much for doing that. You genuinely don't have to, buddy. I just thought that it would be kind of fun since there's a whole bunch of animals that potentially we could get a whole bunch of animals and name them after all of the different people that have supported Micmac Farms so far. Yeah, no raptor paddock, no unicorns, donkeys, spider pigs. The spider pigs, I don't know what to tell you. I am working at getting all of these fun animals. It's going to take time. And frankly, ever since the MCU and all of the different universes and stuff, there's a very real chance there's a spider pig that exists out there somewhere. So we will find it. Oh, okay, now we're supposed to get spiders on the farm as well, so we can get spider silk. Or silk... Mac, they're at it again. They're enabling each other with their shenanigans.
Oh, Lord. As you said last time, they're starting to write checks that are just not able to be cashed.
No. If there's none of these animals by the end of this stream, we ride at dawn. Jesus Christ. Like, I live with one of you, and now I'm scared for my life. I'm gonna wake up to her standing over me with, like, a lit torch and a pitchfork, being like, where's the animals, Phil?
Are they going to have an anarchy?
They will have an anarchy. I believe that anarchy is on the radar for sure. Max driving reminds me of Clarkson's farm and Clarkson learning to drive a tractor. I think I'm only on like episode 4 of the entire series, but oh my god, is that show brilliant.
I gotta make a time on a weekend to sit down and binge watch that.
I think now that you've gotten into this a bit more, you'll probably like appreciate it because, as we've discussed, we kind of have some buffoon-like behavior where we can't drive in straight lines and stuff, and Jeremy Clarkson is the exact same way. And he's actually buying these machines, and it's so funny that, he'll do something, and then his advisors are like, "What are you doing? No, you can't do that." And it's just like it's borderline comedy. And yet he's actually trying to like run a successful farm. It's very good stuff. Had to
Don't
restart
forget, this is also the same fellow that had I think it was a MiG-24 on his front lawn, and he tried to convince the local council that it was a leaf blower.
That is fantastic. And dealing with English red tape. Yes, that's also a part of the show. Amber, I'm sorry that your phone is being a POS. I wish that I could fix that for you, but as a fellow POS, I can't. Yeah, the local council doesn't like him, says Phil. And I think that's fair. There's one thing I will always give this game is that it's very picturesque if you actually like take a second and just soak in the scenery that they put you in.
That's the same as like or snow runners like that. It's just a gorgeous game.
Yeah, I liked SnowRunner, but I think I was put off by like how slow it is right out of the gate, and like quite literally slow with your machines. That like it's a slog to get anywhere.
It's very grindy at the beginning.
Ainsley's asking how come. How come Jeremy Clarkson is not liked by local councils? Well, because he does a lot of stuff that they don't care for. Like, your family works in local council, darling. I'm sure if you were to show him that show, he'd probably be like, yeah, no, I would not pass any resolution for this man. Nay, Phil, you will not call yourself a POS. Okay, you mighty, I will not call myself a POS. I apologize. Thank you for advocating for me on my behalf. I appreciate that. They are an uptight HOA. That's accurate. Thought my Samsung would be a good thing. Boy, was I wrong. Well, it's all kind of relative, though, Amber. Like, there's so many different quirks and nuances that come with the different smartphones and stuff. Or stupid or an idiot. Phil, none of that. Okay. Tell you what, gang. I will spend the rest of the stream without being self-deprecating. I promise. That is my goal. And all of you can help me in my search for self-worth. That if I self-deprecate, you guys call me out, tell me to eat a Snickers, and I will do my best to move on.
You didn't leave the cover open.
Oh. See, I can't self-deprecate
I
now.
I can fix that.
Well, I'm done this contract now, so I'm gonna return all of this rented crap. I should probably... What I will do, though, Mac, is because there's all this fertilizer left in here, I think I might even just go drop it at our farm. That way we've got it for future endeavors.
Hey, waste not, want not.
No, oh. Hit the accelerator instead of the brake. That's awkward. Okay, and then leave this one at the store because I don't care to carry it at the moment. What am I doing? I've literally got a front loader on the front of the tractor. What a doofus. How's the field looking over there?
About a quarter of the way through, I think.
Okay. In that case, by the time I drop this stuff off, you might be ready to unload again or what have you, and I can help you with that process. Oh, what am I doing here? Where's that? Oh god, what happened? I was looking at the wrong thing. Don't defend this POS, Phil. It's indefensible. I'm sure. I've gotten frustrated with my fair share of technology. In fact, I continue to struggle with trying to get a chat bot set up for the stream. I've got commands and stuff set up, but for whatever reason, they don't actually show up in the stream. And as Kills can attest to, Stream Elements, Streamlabs, those platforms seem to be kind of buggy in that they'll just make people's messages disappear, which is no fair. Also used for round bales of hay. What's used for round bales of hay, Q? Oh yeah, you're cooking with fire over there, Mac. I see all the progress you've made.
Yep, I'm figuring it out.
I mean, okay, yeah, Q. The front loader is for we can use it for all sorts of stuff. I think some of the bales of hay in game anyway are like they don't like when you use an actual like pallet fork, which I guess makes sense because you're trying not to damage the stuff. But yeah, generally speaking, the pallet fork is useful for most things. Okay, and now we can return the sprayer and clear that contract. Turn that, and then we go in the menu and find the contract. Collect. There you go. Easy 5Gs. Round bales are similar to square ones, but they are bound with baling twine. Interesting. Q, do you actually know this stuff about farming, or are you just Googling information? I also thought you were about to do a bit that you said square bales are or round bales are similar to square ones, except round. I thought that's where we were going with that, if I'm being completely honest. There we go. Okay. Yes, I grew up on a farm. Cool! You have no issues with the S23 Ultra. That's a phone thing, I'm sure. I guess gone are the days of, fun names for phones like Razor and Peppermint and crap like that. Now it's... You basically need an area code to tell the shopkeep which phone you want.
I still stand by my flip phone.
And you, frankly, you probably have significantly less problems with your flip phone than we do.
Well, I've got two. I've got an iPhone as well, but...
Hey, if it works for you, it works for you. Take the product to the grain mill. All right, I'm going to take this trailer load over to the grain mill once I find it. Vehicle shop, biogas, oil mill. I'll stop narrating, I swear. Grain pool. Oh, here I am narrating anyway. Okay, select the thing. Jeez Louise. Dairy, cereal factory, grocery mart. Why do I feel like the grain mill is going to be middle of fucking nowhere? Johnson's Farmers Market. I was trying to remember. We had a POS John Deere and pretty decent Ford tractor. Cool. Mac, if I wasn't so spoiled, I would totally get a flip phone. That's fair. I say again that I feel like you, Mac, are in a much better way when it comes to like issues with phones, especially with your flip phone. I was trying to remember the BlackBerry the other day and kept calling it Blueberry and got mad in college Snoozeberry. Fair. I learned from that movie that was invented by a Canadian. I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay. This is probably going to take a while, so I don't know like how full you are currently, but it might be worth going slow for the next little bit because the grain mill that we have to take it to is literally the other side of the map.
Oh, I'm only about a quarter of the way.
Okay, well that bodes well for how long this is going to take. Also an antique tractor that worked better than the John Deere. That's cool. I'm also not surprised. I think it was an International from the 60s. That sounds about right. I like this tractor that you've suggested for us, Mac. It's nice.
It's got a great turning circle.
Good to know. I can't remember. Do I get on the highway? No, I don't think so. No. Up and over the highway. Seeing Q talk about the living on a farm and stuff, I think that's one of the things that I appreciate about our little community, and I feel like I spend a lot of time complimenting this little community, but hey, it's a highlight of my everyday life, so I'm going to talk about it. But what I was going to say is I appreciate that we all seem to have this level of wanting to share with each other different aspects of our lives. Like the fact that there's a couple of us that have spoken about our respective drinking careers and stuff, and there's no judgment or anything with it, is really cool. Because that could go very differently, where people are like, oh, what do you mean you don't drink? Are you a pussy? Like, no, I get into trouble when I drink, you jerk ass. And just that kind of thing is really, really nice to be a part of, as opposed to toxic environments. So hopefully, if that Rust server becomes a thing, it's exactly like that. Though I suspect Kills will end up murdering several of us and taking all of our stuff. And potentially turning
likely.
it into a store. Like, I could see him taking all of our stuff and then launching, like, a store while we're all offline and be like, hey, that's my thing. And I'm like, no, it's not. No, roads are for chumps, Mighty. I don't need roads. Phil, I was not pressuring you or anything. I was just speaking in the theoretical sense that if that does happen. And there's an LOL from Kills because he knows it's true. He's going to take all of our stuff and potentially turn it into a store.
Yeah, you steal the stuff and then you sell it right back to him at triple the price.
Yeah, I could very much see that. Or like he does things where like he'll steal something from you that he knows I desperately need, because I'd assume we'll be talking about it on the Discord, and then jack up the price because he knows that I need that. You know, as admins, things could happen. I feel like that's a threat.
Yeah, Bradley might just get spawned inside of your base for when you log in.
Oh, you wanted a nice peaceful building session? Here's a tank aimed right at your face.
Yeah. There's a couple of channels on YouTube of guys that do moderating on the Rust servers, and watching them screw with cheaters is usually just a good time.
Steve learned to drive on a Pop and Johnny. Nice. I always enjoy getting Steve stories from you, Amber. And, like, I mean that genuinely. I'm always interested to hear about the life and times of Steve. Okay, back to the farm we go. But since Mighty made that joke about me not needing roads, I'm not taking the road back. I'm gonna zigzag across people's properties, and if I crash, it's Mighty's fault. Well, we know Mac was the one that came up with the idea for internet. Someone stole his idea, otherwise Mac would be a multi-billionaire.
Yeah, it was me and Al Gore together.
Okay. And then, okay, the going on off the beaten track might not have been a good idea. I'm maxing out at 14 here. We'll get there eventually, kids. Don't make me turn this tractor around. I think the other guy's name was Bill Gates. It doesn't matter what their name was. They stole Mac's idea. And that's why Mac led the creation of the Soviet Union. Because he wanted it to be our internet.
Oh, why do you think it's called a MAC address?
Exactly. Not gonna lie, at first I thought he had wrote Bill Clinton. I was like, no, that's... What? What did Bill Clinton have to do with the internet? But that's because I couldn't read properly. Oh, we're almost back, gang. And we're still living dangerously. There's been significantly less shenanigans and, like, referrals to dinosaurs and stuff this time. I don't know if you guys are under the weather or what, but I thought there would be more of that. Especially from my wife, who before the stream was even giving me a hard time about the lack of dinosaurs.
Oh, now that you've reminded them.
Oh yeah, might have created a scenario here. Oh god, this might be going bad. 1 second.
I'm watching your distance marker go up and down on the edge of the mini-map.
You know what? I'll unstuck myself. This is my bad. I'll get out of it. I laid out the demands. You know the consequences of no dinosaurs. Jesus Christ. Mighty, did you intentionally make a Jurassic Park reference just now, or was that an accident? Where's Mifrick hiding? I'm not sure. I know when I spoke to her earlier today, she was having a bit of a rough day with allergies and stuff, so it's entirely possible if she is just chillaxing.
Seems everybody's been having trouble with allergies. My coworkers were a mess today.
Yeah, like they came on strong of late. Gonna get this figured out here. Oh, Jesus Christ. We might not get this figured out.
Do you need help?
No, because I'm already embarrassed, Mac, and I don't want to embarrass myself even further in front of you. We're fine. Okay, new game plan. We'll get this figured out. Are you getting all the truck stuck? Well, these are tractors, but no, I am not. I am just currently battling with physics. Okay, yeah, I might be getting everything stuck. Mac, I need help.
What did you do?
I don't know. I got the international stuck.
This is a culvert.
I got the international stuck trying to be a smartass, and now I got the Massey Ferguson stuck trying to fix my smartassness. I don't know how I'm like this one's so stuck. Okay, we're doing it. Okay. Mac was in the field on the ground laughing. I mean, he's probably gonna laugh at me going forward. So I'm gonna try and go around behind this trailer and knock it down. Because everyone knows the very expensive equipment is okay to be pushed off a ledge. You know, Mac was the one who threw the apple at Newton to give him the idea for physics. Is that why it's called Macintosh apples? Oh, for fuck's sakes. We'll get... There we go. I mean, I'm not trying to pull it back, but this does make things a little bit easier. Okay. Grab it from the side. Oh, yeah, why am I not relying on the information of a bona fide farmer? We got it figured out, Q. Or do that. I'm trying. You're right. I am trying. That's what she said. Nice. All right. Now back over to the harvest. Oh, let me get out of your way here. See, it's not so easy, is it?
I found a tree.
There you go. It's a little bit of slapstick comedy for you. That's why there is roads. Yeah, but look at how much fun we had without roads. As Wise Man once said, there is no try, only do. Was Mac that said that? Because I'm fairly certain that Yoda was inspired by Mac. Nailed it. I can't get over the capacity on like this base game like starter trailer that you get.
Some of the other ones hold about double what this trailer does, though.
Yeah, like there are some that are just absolutely bananas. Bananas. I'm off to play Enshrouded. Have fun, everyone. Well, Mighty, thank you so much for being here. It's greatly appreciated. It looks like you're at capacity because I still have about 500 liters left and shut off. So the
this will only hold 8,000.
Yeah. So the grain mill is literally at the very top of the map, just north of Field 11. Maybe take the roads on the way back, because I learned that apparently culverts are not good for tractors.
Well, I did tell you about getting a Ford 9N stuck in one, right?
Yes, he did. You know what? I should have learned from your experience. Ainsley, I'm entrusting you to lead the riot. Oh, no. Fine. I'm happy to see people excited about, like, the Enshrouded update, because, like, all of the content creators I watched that played Enshrouded just kind of, like, stopped once they had gotten all the blocks and, like, there wasn't really anything else to do. They based the most interesting man in the world on Mac. The advertisers say the advertisers say Mac, and they were impressed. You've lived quite the storied life.
I know, it's getting even more storied of late.
I think it will become a problem when we tell so many of these jokes that the lines between reality and these jokes are blurred, and someone will be like, oh, Mac went to space with Neil Armstrong, and the rest of us are just kind of like, okay. Yeah, Q, exactly. Like, I know it was the same thing for Kills, that, like, he didn't really go back and keep playing because there was nothing left to do other than build, and that only gets you so far. And it's amazing how many of these stories lead back to apples there, Mac, that now you gave Eve the forbidden apple.
I've also discovered that this is not a road, and it's a walking path.
Did you hit someone?
I avoided the person, but I can't get up the hill.
Yeah, that'll happen. I think it'd be very funny if you got stuck on the same path that I was farting around on.
No, I'm gonna find a new one to get stuck on.
Phil R has a very good point. Road, walking path, they're basically the same thing. It's just the modes of transportation that change. Based on Q's story, you were also the snake in the Adam and Eve story. But that's just because Adam didn't like that you gave Eve the apple. Somehow I feel like the apple is a metaphor. In the farming community, a tractor always has the right of way. That sounds about right. Like, I can't imagine in, like, farming towns people would drive like dicks around the tractors. Nice, we're about 50% done this field now. You'd only do that once. Yeah, exactly, Phil. Like, I mean, in general, I don't think I would mess with a farmer, let alone farmers in America, where how many states have the right to bear, or you all have the right to bear arms, but how many states have, like, gun laws that are such that, like, if you piss off a farmer, they're probably shooting at you. No, thank you. Can't get over how loud the friggin' machines get. Tell done from the guy that hit a tractor, knocking the disc plow into the oncoming traffic. And Jesus. I mean, imagine that story didn't end well, Amber. That's a bad. You knocked a disc plow into oncoming traffic in the path of a Harley Davidson. Jeez Louise, there is no way that story ended nicely.
That sounds like a Final Destination type thing.
Yeah. You know, Evers, I feel like I'm getting deja vu because of this conversation, but I will never drive behind a log truck. If I'm behind them, I try and move out of their way as soon as humanly possible because of whichever movie had the truck that, like, the log went right into the woman's face. It didn't end well for the Harley guy. I'm litigating it because they said my tractor guy was at fault. Well, I mean, yeah, it's like, I guess everyone's entitled to try and like argue stuff like that, but that's rough. Like, you caused an accident that ended up seriously hurting someone. It would be like, morally, I would have a hard time putting the blame on anyone but myself in that scenario. Never saw the movie. I drove around logging roads in Sierra Nevada with no issues. That's probably for the best, Phil. It's a lot. Speaking of logging trucks, I knew once a long time ago a van that pulled out in front of a semi pulling steel rods. They say he wasn't because he was just doing his job. Yeah, it's fair. As we're talking about accidents and steel rods and faces and what have you, I would like to take a second and remind chat that personally I much prefer to keep things a bit more on the light positive side. Obviously, we're all telling stories here, so it's, as of right now, it's okay. But just keep in mind, if I'm starting to feel things going a bit dark, I will chime in and make it known that things are getting a little bit too dark. But as of right now, we're good. The family in the van was fine. The semi-driver wasn't so lucky. He popped his brakes and the steel rods came through the cab. Okay. That's actually the perfect set. Oh, thank God I can't destroy the crops. Are you on your way back with the trailer, sir?
I am. I'm actually taking the road this time, rather than meandering through the back of people's yards.
Okay, then I will meet you over where the header trailer is. The guy that hit him was at fault, in my opinion. He rear-ended. You know what, Phil? I'm trying to get straight lines, but I'm also essentially texting and driving, okay? But yeah, just finishing my train of thought here in your chat, I think I would probably prefer if now we move on to something a bit more lighter a subject than people crashing and dying and being stabbed by things. But yeah, no, I got nothing else to say to that. Phil is making zone straight lines. Exactly. That's not a word. Exactly. Is it's all a matter of perspective. Straight lines are relative. When are you planting to the potatoes to appease Idaho? Potatoes are a very expensive process in this game, but we will do our darndest to get them sooner rather than later. I also haven't seen Idaho on the Discord. I know that you just don't want Pyro, Idaho, and to burn the place down. Exactly. I was, in a way, I was kind of hoping that they would pop in the chat, because then I was gonna like DM them the farm ID and stuff, because they can come in and play. I got the impression, based on what they were posting over the weekend, that they were hoping to play this with people, and I was hoping that they would be around for this, but who knows? Maybe I'll reach out to them and see if they want to join Mac and I next week. But also, I don't want my farm burnt down. You know what? I don't know if this is going to change the setting for you, Mac, but I'm changing it so you have to hit a button to turn on the engine, because it's driving me insane that I keep going to press that button and it's not doing anything. Whenever you go to get out of a vehicle next, let me know if it doesn't automatically turn off.
Yeah, I actually just saw I still have the controls help menu up, and I saw it change on my end.
Okay, so there you go. We can, like, I can put it back on if that's easier for you, especially since you're on the wheel and stuff. I just, It's become
I
ingrained in me.
I can see what the key. I see what the key combination is, so
Oh, there you
it's
go.
pretty straightforward.
First you can't have dinosaurs because of logistics. Now we can't have potatoes because it's expensive. This farm is a field of disappointment. I'm sorry to have upset you, dear. I know there's been talk of revolution and stuff, but please don't. Okay, gotta stop looking at Pinterest. What are you looking at Pinterest for, Phil? I feel like I probably could have parked in a better spot for you. 1 second.
Oh, there it goes.
Good enough. Ideas for the home remodel. Ooh, what you working on? Like you doing the whole house or just a room? I hate that it's exactly 500 liters left before... Like, just give me the extra 500 liters, you bastard. Laundry room addition, master bath remodel, garage remodel, home office. Nice. I'm still working on plans for my island home I plan to build in Enshrouded. Q, would you have to, like, make an island, or is there actually islands in the game? I don't remember actually seeing islands anywhere. Oh, in landscaping, naturally. Oh, that's cool. I know I mentioned this briefly in Kill's chat the other day, but in City Skylines, I'm currently trying to build my city on a series of islands. Like, I'm literally gonna have, like, the different districts and, like, office towers and stuff on one island, and, like, shopping on another island, and we'll see how it takes shape. I suspect that it will end up being stupid, and the make-believe residents of my town will probably be like, I fucking hate this place, and they're gonna move out. There you go, Phil. You can help Amber do her kitchen and bathroom. 2 birds, 1 stone, and a connection made. A very small island's in the top of the shroud. Okay. I can't get my City Skylines running. It keeps crashing. I'm sorry to hear that. If you have Game Pass, Phil, City Skylines 2 is on Game Pass currently. That's how I'm playing it. However, I plan on building at my island as well. Are you any good with the terraforming queue that you're willing to build an island? Because I feel like I would have a really hard time with that. Oh, and the kitchen is getting remodeled as well. Nice. Mac, we're cooking with fire, 70%.
I think I'm actually going in the right direction to get to the grain mill.
Nice. I appreciate your
going
confidence
the wrong
in that.
way on the highway, but
That's fine. Like you're driving in oncoming lanes?
yep.
Good. We own this town. No fire. Okay. Yeah, we can't say that word too many times or else a wild Idaho will appear. 5-6 flame altars to build what I have planned. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised Enshrouded didn't add just like a sandbox mode. I just need to rip out the bar and put in a new stove and an island. Place the bar. And maybe a vent hood. Well, that seems like relatively easy enough. I say that being not even remotely handy at all and would probably struggle with that. No, Ainsley, no fire. Stop it. No fire. And, I'm tearing down a wall, moving things over to the other wall, then adding an island. Seems like you guys could be helping each other out. Now Q's asking for fire, damn it.
Bunch of pyromaniacs.
Well, they're trying to spawn a pyro. They took the Candyman principle and applied it to a random internet person. If I don't have potatoes, then fire happens. No fires. Stop. Like, this is straight up turning into anarchy. It's making a song go through my head. What song would that be? Is it the song that talks about Shoddy's fire burning on the dance floor? Because I don't remember the name of that song, I just remember that line. I talked with the contractor, and when talking with him, he was laughing, saying, no, we don't have to worry about the same thing you do in California. Yeah, I'm to understand that California is one of the more legislatively restrictive states in all of your states. There's a reason a lot of people moved out of there, including the world-famous Joe Rogan. My mom and I are going to do the work. It shouldn't be too bad. The bathroom will be a bit more involved. Yeah, that's fair. Cali is a dumpster fire. Yeah, that's what I've heard. All the, like, homeless encampments all over Los Angeles and hipster behaviors and what have you. I've heard California is challenging for some. So, Phil, when you said you were doing some renovations... Sorry, go ahead, Mac.
No, I was just going to say it's been about 20 years since I've been out to California, and it was a shithole back then.
Good to know. Like, I feel like California is the kind of place that, like, to visit would probably be fun because of all, like, the touristy crap, but to live there, it seems like it would be problematic.
There's some absolutely gorgeous areas.
Posted a video in the Discord. Good to know. I look forward to seeing that. And hearing that, probably. And then Phil's guest bath is being redone as well. So when you said you were doing some renovations, why didn't you just say that the entire house is being done? California went downhill in the 90s. Would you say that the riots were when it went downhill? Probably like 3 more passes and we should be about done with this field, which is nice.
Well, I'm most of my way back, so...
Okay. In that case, I'll probably just wait for you once I finish this pass, because I'm not going to make it all the way back up the field before having to empty again. No, a certain political group took over and the state went from red to blue. Okay. That's fair. I'm sorry Cali has gone so bad. It really is a beautiful state. Yeah, it's always kind of unfortunate when places turn like that. I know there's places like that here in Canada as well that, like, they're really beautiful communities, but then as you, like, peel the layers back, it's like, ew, I am not a fan. Uh, for instance, BC here in Canada, Vancouver is a very nice place, but it's got just a nasty problem with like homeless people and like opioid addictions and stuff. So it's uncomfortable in certain areas of the city that there's just troves of junkies passed out on the street. Remember, the master bath is going to have a wet room. That sounds like a sex thing. What is a wet room? Oh, see, we did much better this time around, Mac. I knew to give you more space this time. Growing up in California was great in places. There's skiing in California? I thought it was too warm.
No, Northern California gets snow.
So that's what the Eagles were singing about. Oh, hey, it took the entire load this time. And I'm an adult. I'm not even going to make a joke about the entire load.
Hey, you shortchanged me by about 2,000.
Really? Oh, you know what? That makes sense. I'm stupid. I didn't fill it all the way to full this time.
Or 1,000. I can't math.
Math is for nerds, Mac. A wet room is a combination of a shower and a bathtub, but they are separated in the same area. Interesting. You can even go to Hawaii and snow ski. I did not know that. I thought Hawaii was like 100% tropical. I almost had to replace the floor in my bathroom. It's kind of soft. Like the floor is sagging on you? Is that what you mean, Amber? Such an eclectic group that we're now just talking about home renovations and where you can snow or where you can ski in warm places. They have a mountain that is high enough that has snow all year round. Cool. I did not know that about Hawaii. NorCal, Sierra Nevada has some of the best skiing in the world. Good to know. I can honestly say I could never see my ass getting on a set of skis, but it's still good information. Perhaps you will help me win Trivial Pursuit one day.
I used to love skiing. I haven't gone in a long time, though.
Well, to me, it seems like it would be downright complicated to get right. In the, like, clown shoe length things attached to your feet.
It's fairly straightforward. You just stay upright and don't hit a tree.
Yeah, but that same principle could be applied to literally anything. Like my drive to work. If I do exactly that, I'm fine. I have a bathtub with a shower. The tub is peach and needs to go. Besides, it's hard for me to get in and out of the tub. That's completely fair. 1 year, the Winter Olympics was held in Squaw Valley in Sierra Nevada. Cool. When the Olympics were in Sydney, my family and I were living in essentially what would be in modern times called an Airbnb. Like, this family rented out their home while they were off at the Olympics, and it was I distinctly remember that connection of living in this home for a couple weeks while the Olympics were happening and being fascinated by the idea that we could potentially see the people we were renting this home from on the television.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was a weird little connection. Like, I don't know if my parents ever actually met them in person or if it was just, like, email exchanges or what have you. But, yeah, they went off to the Olympics to witness it. I don't know if they had, like, a family member or something on the Canadian team, but They went, and when they came back, I got some like little plushy Olympic mascot thing, and it was awesome. And I think my favorite Olympics memory of all time will always be what the Vancouver Olympics when Sidney Crosby scored the overtime goal against America. That was like, I'm not even a hockey fan, but that is in my Mount Rushmore of sports moments. It was just so iconic. I'm going to wood floors are in the house except for the master bath. Yeah, why would you put wood floors in the master bath? That sounds weird. Okay, so I think we should be done whenever you dump the... Actually, I feel like I should probably be driving over to you, since it might... we won't collect the contract until we've dumped, like, all the sorghum, because we'll get extra money even after the contract is fulfilled. Okay, where did I leave off in chat? I only tried to snow ski twice in my life. Interesting. And my dad was a skier. He taught me He taught me at Mountain Warfare Center in California when he was in the Marines. I mean, might as well use the resources available to you. I feel like I probably shouldn't be trying to drive over there with the header still attached. One moment, please. Kitchen's linoleum, so I can't say for sure. That's fair. Can be waterproofed. Q, I am trying my darndest to be an adult and not make inappropriate jokes. You can't say things like, if the wood is treated properly. Like, there's a lot of different directions I can take that, and I'm trying my darndest not to. Especially since I scarred your Q. I didn't mean to, but I did. Oh, the header trail. Exactly, Phil. The jokes just instantly came out when that line was used. But we're going to try and be adults. If I can't self-deprecate, I also have to try and be an adult with my sense of humor. So yeah, I guess it really is the best way to just head down the highway and then head north on that, like, road that runs next to the river, eh?
It seems to be a bit more efficient than trying to meander your way through the middle of the map.
I guess so. Okay, if you use polyurethane on wooden floor, it's waterproof. I feel like I knew that, but either way, I'm intrigued that you know that. I've never attempted snow skiing. Not enough snow here before. It was too poor to travel for it. Don't have upper body strength for water skiing. They teach their own. I've never been water skiing. I've been like tubing and stuff, both on water and on ski hills, but skiing, snowboarding, especially with my cerebral palsy, just it never struck me as something I wanted to do. And even tobogganing to a certain extent was borderline stressful to think about, that like, oh, you know, I can't hold on as tight with my left hand, maybe I might die. But I was also very much a worry wart as a child. Like, everything scared the bejesus out of me. Especially girls. Yeah, at least you're honest about it. I'm spending a lot of time in the Sierra Nevada. I learned to ski. That makes perfect sense. I would probably never be able to water ski again. Been too many years since I've done it. Lost a lot of my upper body strength. Yeah, it does make sense that you would need some serious upper body strength for... Oh, you're running up behind me. Jesus. In that case, you can probably take this the rest of the way, or we can switch, but your vehicle probably goes double the speed of mine. so we'll let you go first.
Love how the vehicles gradually get dirty and the paint wears off of the implements.
Yeah, it's really fun that they added those kinds of details. Also, do you play in the first person mode? I feel like I asked you this last time we played, but I don't remember.
Yes, I do.
Oh god, like I love the first person mode. I keep just thinking to myself that to really enjoy first person mode, you almost need the wheel and everything to get a feel for it, because like it still looks good in first person mode using like a controller and a keyboard and stuff, but to look at the steering wheel, it's just so like jerky and not realistic looking that it kind of puts me off using first person view. Ainsley put the lighter away. Did Ainsley see something or say something and I haven't seen it? Because I'm concerned for my well-being. My mom used to water ski when she was pregnant with me and my sister on her back. My mom is so gangster. Your mom sounds like a gangster. Like, I could just picture this sweet Texan lady just smoking and oh my goodness, what is happening? Who are you?
I will not put the lighter down.
Okay, well, if you're going to do a bit where you come say things, come talk into the microphone, dear. No, they come closer, talk to the microphone.
I said I won't put the lighter down.
Okay. It was for what's I'm crashed into a sign. That's awkward. I also forgot the header at that field. That's awkward. I'll go get it. For what it's worth, we had talked about her doing a bit where she was gonna come charging in and scream "Vive la Revolution," but there hasn't been a whole lot of revolution talk, so she had to pivot and do a different bit. Because I just thought the idea of her storming in and yelling "Vive la Revolution" would have been very funny. But alas, we had to pivot. Oh no, Phil's on fire. That's what happens when we play with lighters, I guess. Talk about the 50 personality. My mom has never smoked in her life. I did. She didn't. That's completely fair, Amber. I just conceptualized an image in my head that, like, your mom was so badass that she was doing things like smoking while pregnant and everything was fine, and, like, just probably running some kind of business all by yourself. Like, I have an idea in my head. It could be completely wrong. Set the night on oh, I see what's happening. Q is singing a song in text form. I get it now. I'm smart, sort of. No? Does that count as self-deprecation? Nice. There you go. Almost $4,000 of extra sorghum then. Not bad. Help me, Ricky Bobby. I'm on fire. All right. Do you think we should buy this cheap field behind us now that we have the money for it?
Is there anything good in it already? Oh, shit. I almost hit a Jeep.
It is currently growing. It is... looks like it might be sugar beet, so maybe we shouldn't buy it, because then we'll have to get the very expensive harvester to try and get it. What about 47?
Yeah, we can do stuff like sorghum, wheat, soybeans, stuff like that right now.
Okay, in that case, we're all, it's going to take most of our money, but 47 is soybeans, and it's on the final stage of growth. So the next time we advance a day, it's going to be ready to harvest. And we can probably turn that one around pretty quickly. So select purchase. She did her own business. 2, in fact. See, my exaggerated created character of your mother was only slightly off. Okay, I gotta say it's weird to type my own name when addressing someone else. I agree. Phil, for what it's worth, when I went to school in Ottawa, my name was Phil with one L, Philip with one L, excuse me, and I had 2 other Phils in the class, and they just had different spelling, so it was Phil, Phil, and Phil. And then when I was in college, the program director, his name was also Phil, and a classmate was also Phil. So it was it made for weird moments when it would be like, oh yeah, I'm working on the project with Phil, and then they'd be like, which one? That was a riveting story. I know. You're welcome, everyone.
I've got 2 friends that are named Bill, and it doesn't matter how you say Bill. They both seem to know exactly when you're talking to each of them.
I mean, that's kind of amazing. None of them are alive now, but my dad had, I think he said 4 or 5 Uncle Bobs. Like, they were all Robert in some capacity, but they all went by Uncle Bob amongst all the, like, children. So it was Uncle Bob, Uncle Bob, Uncle Bob. I'm like, which one? Steve was an unaffiliated biker. He didn't affiliate much because he was a bike mechanic, and the affiliation would have hurt the business. Yeah. See, that's where it feels like it'd almost be catch-22. Like, it would be... You almost want the business of affiliated bikers, but at the same time, the affiliation of bikers would limit your business outside of them. Growing up, I only knew of my dad and my grandfather. The 3 of us were interesting. Hey, Phil, and all of us would go, yes. Yeah, I get that. As it should be. 2 L's are sketchy. Then you're probably not going to like the fact that the one Phil I knew in elementary school in Ottawa, his name was Philippe by, like, French, so it was Phillippe. Philippe. It was a lot. I can't imagine how many times he had to correct people that were trying to spell his name. Oh, God, and this field that we just bought, Mac, is 100% fertilized, so it's got a plus 98% yield bonus.
Well, that's excellent.
Q, was I named after Prince Philip? No, I wasn't actually named after anyone. My parents named all 3 of their children with names that worked in both French and English. So Alexandre, Nicholas, and Philip. But my grandfather, he used to joke that I was... all of us had historical names. So Alexander the Great, Nicholas the last Tsar of Russia, and I was Philip of Macedonia. So we didn't actually have, like, fun reasons for names, but as soon as my Oppa made those things up, it was like, yeah, that's what I'm named after. That's what we're going to say. We also posted a note first fee in the shop. Got mad and cost him out $25 per occurrence. That's a gangster move, especially to be saying that to gangsters. I don't care who you are. If you're freaking out in my shop, you can pay the fee. Well, I guess at this point, Mac, we might as well just fast forward to tomorrow, and then that field should be ready to harvest, and we can turn a profit on that, and then our 2 other field or 3 fields should be at least a stage up. I was named after my grandfather's first name was parental grandfather. Middle name was my maternal grandfather. That's cool. Oh, look at you, parking the tractor all nice. Yeah, why don't I follow suit and not park the truck in a very inopportune spot? Gangster's Paradise fee. I love that. Is brilliant. Well done, Q. That's very funny. And he was a big angry man, not one really cuss out. Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me. Sure, 8 a.m. works. Oh, and like that, we're at 8 a.m. Okay. I guess I'll get started with the harvester. And is it not ready? I swear it said it was in the final growth stage. Damn it. It's not, but we do... Okay, I guess I'll try and lease a weeder because I think the field is getting... yes, we can get away with just a weeder now. But I really thought it was going to be ready. I apologize for that. That's my bad. Tedder... Weeder. You're a weeder. Ha ha ha. Sir, real farmers get up with the roosters. That's if you had one. Well, I don't have one, as we've discussed. Our farm is still starting out, and now you're all making me feel bad. And off he goes. Mac, you're so efficient. No.
Sometimes.
Now I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know why I said that so whiny. I apologize. No, I guess I can... How much is it to lease a fertilizer sprayer? We can probably do that at the same time. No, because I keep doing that. We don't need that right now. We need lime. So I will see... here, what is that one? Lease. Okay, I'll meet you over there with John Deere. God, there goes all the money already, just like real life. There's a joke I want to make. Go ahead. I could be purchasing dinosaurs right now. No, I can't. They cost more than what I have, okay? God. Amber has it right. Yeah, oh, okay. Next time... Oh. You know what we did not do is collect the money from that harvesting contract. There we go.
Hey, you got a little bit more than nothing.
Exactly. Okay. Everyone's on our case about the fact that we woke up at 8. Apparently we need to get up with the roosters. No, the joke is NSFW. Okay, well, if you feel like DMing me it on Discord, I'm actually curious what your joke would be. I thought dinosaurs only cost $5,000. I mean, I don't know where you got that price. And here we find the tractors in their natural habitat, the middle of a road.
Hey, this little tractor's doing pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah, well, according to my speedometer, I'm in 12th gear, so... Bye! That was pretty good, all things considered. Everyone knows dinosaurs only cost a human sacrifice. Who are you? Who did I marry? Like, we're sacrificing people to the dinosaur gods? Really? I thought it cost a fat computer engineer. I see what you did there. That's the plot of Jurassic Park. Okay, we need to get some lime now. We'll get 3 of those. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, I suck.
What'd you do?
The spreader I leased doesn't fit lime. So that was a waste of money. I suck. So let's try this again, shall we? Oh, God. I appreciate that, Q. Don't sacrifice me. Don't you mean your ass has had park? I can't see part of that because for some reason there's a stupid heart emoji in the middle of everything. But sure, that's what I mean. Okay, so we'll take that out of my pay because that's my bad that we had to spend that extra money. Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Every time I turn the camera around to try and see what's going on behind me, my dyslexia takes over and I end up going in a completely wrong direction.
It happens to the best of us, man. Fine and well, they have to get cows then. Kind of like him at this point. Well, that's very nice to hear. Then I'm liked enough that people don't want me to be sacrificed to the dinosaur gods. What is statements I never thought I would make in a public setting for 6,000, Alex?
Yeah, that's not exactly something you hear on a regular basis.
Yeah, the context of it is very confusing. Like, I don't think there would ever be a scenario that outside of, like, a weird YouTube chat that would ever come up naturally.
I mean, even in this setting, still, it's a little bit out there.
Fair point. Highland cows are amazing. I agree. They're fun. You know what? Before I forget, I'm gonna turn off crop destruction long enough for me to, for us to be driving through the fields here, because knowing my luck, I will. It's already grown too much, and we'll end up driving right through it and causing problems. Crop destruction is going off for now because we don't have the money for row crop tires and what have you. And Mac, nothing is really out there for us at this point. I mean, Phil's not wrong.
No, he's not.
Highland cows are too fluffy and must be saved. Excuse me, too floofy. Sacrifice a lot of chickens instead. Q, that we can do. We will start with chickens, and then once we have a good plethora of chickens, we will feed them to the dinosaur gods. Oh, okay. That's all that takes, huh? Good teamwork, everybody. Not the dinosaur gods, the dinosaurs. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we would be sacrificing the chickens to the dinosaurs. That makes a lot more sense. Yes, and then we can have fried chicken. Exactly. It's a win-win-win if we sacrifice chickens instead of human beings. And I raised the question again, what the fuck is my life that this is a conversation that we're having? Like, when I woke up today, did I think that I would be talking about what is an acceptable sacrifice to dinosaurs? No, I did not. Why do I feel like this spreader doesn't go nearly as far as I thought it did? I'm going to take a second here and look at the... Oh no, it's doing okay. It's making a decent pass. I think. Oh, you know what? That's probably what happened. I think it's only dropping the lime on the spots that you've already weeded. So I'll try and kind of follow behind you at this point, I guess. Is there a mod for fried chicken? There probably is. There's also, this building to my left here is also a fast food joint, so we can probably, there's probably a mod for that. Well then again, there are some humans I wouldn't mind seeing sacrificed.
Wrong button.
Did you just awkwardly get off your vehicle by accident?
I did.
Nice. I've been there. There's also a weight on the ground?
Yeah, that's from one of the John Deeres.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Need a crop duster mod. That's just called Taco Bell, buddy. And I know how you feel about Taco Bell, Mac, with your second ass crack.
It's kind of like alcohol. I miss it dearly, but at the same time, I know what it does, and I just avoid it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, in theory, it could go great, but the reality of the situation is it's probably gonna, in both cases, end up with you stuck in a washroom for hours at a time. Jesus, this goes through lime fast. Look at the teamwork. I agree. We are killing it right now as a team. Oh, God. I'm fucking this one up. That's some quality driving there, Phil. I don't miss constant diarrhea. That... Again, without context, that would sound really strange. I swear I was reading a chat. Just out of nowhere. I don't miss diarrhea. For myself, for the longest time, Taco Bell never upset my stomach. Like, there was a point in my life when a buddy of mine was coming to spend the night, and my parents didn't realize this, but he didn't like Taco Bell, so they got like 36 soft tacos or just some redonkulous amount of tacos, and I ended up having to eat them all. But at the time, I did it and I was fine, but now I even like sniff the damn thing and I'm like, yep, I know what's about to happen. I might as well throw this in the toilet and skip the middleman.
I was the same way in my 20s. I used to eat at Taco Bell and, all those shitty, low-quality fast food places, and it didn't bother me at all. But now if I even go near the stuff, if I even touch it, I, like, absorb it through my skin, and it
Through
destroys
osmosis.
me.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. Isn't diarrhea itself constant? Sort of, I guess. I mean, there is a reprieve from it at some point, I would imagine. Also, it's funny that I was like, oh, this conversation's getting too dark, we should switch things up. And now we're just talking about diarrhea.
Sounds reasonable.
I mean, we did fulfill the obligation of making things less dark. It's just, I guess, gross. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. I just find it funny. Okay. This will probably be the last pass here. This thing burns through what it's spreading. Holy crap. Oh, sorry. Panzer, I can't see. Is your cat Panzer? Phil would like to see. Please don't be a butt face. Or do. Okay, just gotta squeeze past you here because I'm about to run out of line. How are we looking? I mean, there's one strip along this field here that I gotta try and do quickly. And then you meet something, people have diarrhea mouth. That is literally me, Q. Oh, awkward, there's a fence there. I am the type of person that, generally speaking, I find absolute silence uncomfortable, so you'll catch me speaking just to fill the space. Tell Panzer what's up. The cat will know what it means. Oh, God. The idea that you want him to tell the cat what's up is brilliant. Amber. Hi, Pan. There you go. Everyone loves the kitty. Yeah, I guess. Oh, there you go. We did pretty damn good there, Mac. I know 44 still needs some, but... oh, no, that's primarily weeds that we've got. They're not the need for lime on that field. So I guess I'll go ahead and return this.
Might as well take a pass on that with the weeder.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let me just return this for now, the fertilizer spreader, because we don't need that anymore and certainly don't want to incur any fees. Phil really did go silent. I can. I just don't like to. But to be honest with you, Amber, I think part of my never going completely silent is partially an insecurity thing that, like, if it's silent, they obviously don't like me kind of deal. It's, I will openly admit that I am actively working on not being such an insecure human being, but I'm slowly but surely learning what these different quirks of mine come from. I'm surprised Phil didn't tell my story about that joke. Okay, yes, I will tell that story. So, as we see in chat, and as Mac heard, Ainsley said, "Tell Panzer what's up. The cat will know what it means." The bit there is my eldest brother. You guys have seen him in chat sometimes when we play Kona. He did this thing where he would just be like, "Oh, tell whoever what's up. They know what it means." And I tried to translate that joke to my own life, and I was like, "Oh, Ainsley, tell your mom what's up. She'll know what it means." And Ainsley didn't realize that you don't actually have to tell someone what's up. It's just a silly bit, for lack of a better word. And she ended up just randomly telling her mom, "Oh, Phil says what's up, Mom." And her mother just stared blankly for a while, trying to figure out what the hell I was on. And this was, like, pretty early on into our dating, too, so she must have forgiven me for that I was able to marry her daughter. But Jesus, as soon as she was like, "Oh, my mom has no idea what you're talking about," I was like, "Well, because you weren't actually supposed to say that." That's the funny thing, is it doesn't make any sense. Phil, what did you do with my vape? I didn't move your vape. Have you checked in the car? I like that we've got just a random patch that we didn't get planted before.
I saw that.
Well, I think it's because we were planting at midnight and the growth stage had progressed as we were still working the field. So it might grow in the next day or two, because I think, in theory, it's planted. Yeah, it's planted. It's just going to start growing the day after, I think. Oh, I was just, do you not have... Oh, yeah, no, I've made a fool of myself. What car? I don't know. I'm just saying things, okay? Have you checked where you always put your vape? Let me go put the old John Deere away. start by trying to find a different spot for this trailer. There's the cover. And then if you, I guess, just return the weeder for now. Is your vape in the fridge? That's a very good question, Ainsley. Q, don't worry, it will always be in the last place you look. Why did you move it from the bottom of my bed? Why is your vape on the bottom of your bed? That's not where vapes go. Come on now. Like, I don't even vape and I know that. Okay, let's get the tractor parked up. Mac, I think I'm going to call it a stream and a gaming session here, buddy, but, like, you're more than welcome to keep faffing about on the farm if you'd like.
What time is it? It's
9:41 Eastern, yeah. And that's the main reason that I'm stopping, as I'm sure as you can relate. The early work day starts pretty early, especially if you don't go to bed at a decent hour.
Yeah, last night I didn't go to bed till about 3 o'clock. Because I might have gotten a little bit obsessed about finishing up a contract on Farm Simulator.
You know you can just, like, save it and come back later, right?
I know.
But you wanted to finish it. I completely understand. That's how I've gotten myself in a lot of trouble with Sons of the Forest when I'm building, is it's like, oh, I just want to finish this, and perhaps it's a little bit of the tism, perhaps I'm OCD, but it's like, okay, now I need to just try this one thing out, and it's like, okay, now I've just tried out like 27 things, and I'm still awake, even though I was supposed to stop 2 hours ago. Okay, yeah. You don't have to say bye just yet, Amber, but you're more than welcome to. We're just wrapping things up here in a moment. We will click that button right there. Mac, as always, thank you so much for joining me on the farm, buddy. I hope we can do it again next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all of you in chat, whether you're watching live or if you're watching after the fact, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps grow the channel. Leave comments. Any of that stuff you feel like sharing with me, by all means, it is greatly appreciated. And I will catch you all on the flip side.